Are you ready for an incredible journey to the far realms of independent music from planet Earth? You have a free ticket, so climb on board. I'll be your pilot on this amazing journey called Heartland Music Collective. Now let me introduce you to my co-pilot, Kels Bells.
All right. Spirited intro, Raj.
I know it.
The first band I want to take you to is located in Ferris, Texas, about 25 minutes south of Dallas, Texas. The project is named Mud Farm. And Chris Cox is the lead singer-songwriter for Mud Farm. He's a big supporter of multiple sclerosis awareness. He supports this cause so heavily because he himself has been diagnosed with MS. Mud Farm is much more than music. It's more than a CD. Mud Farm is Chris's life on printed media. It is a CD and a documentary all about how Chris has overcame numerous struggles and obstacles in making this CD while living with MS. He was originally going to make this CD himself, but a ways into it, several friends jumped in to help. Terry Murphy called and said he would love to do some drums, and Braxton Henry from the band Even the Dead Love a Parade, who are now on tour with Drowning Pool, came in and did some guitar tracks. Chris and Braxton also play the bass on the CD, and Chris plays guitar, writes, and sings all the songs on Mud Farm. Chris took some time to answer some interview questions for us, so let's take a look.
I was diagnosed with MS in 2006, and this year I wanted to do a new project because I had to stop touring and playing live. So it really just started out with me writing some songs, and then I recorded the guitar tracks at my house, sent them off to a friend of mine, Terry Murphy, that's my drummer, and he cut the drum tracks up at his place. I just wanted to show people that just because you have MS doesn't mean you have to stop playing music or, chasing whatever your dream is. So that was the biggest thing with Mud Farm, was trying to show people with MS that you can still do things. When I first started recording the CD back in 2006, I suffered some damage that's permanent damage from MS, that my fingers and my feet, shins are numb, and so in 2006 I kind of let the guitar alone for quite a while, because I had to learn to pretty much walk again and do a lot of stuff again. So I decided that I wanted to play guitar again, and it was like starting over. My brain knew what I wanted my fingers to do, but they didn't really want to do it. And I couldn't feel the strings, so I had to teach myself pretty much how to play the guitar all over again. And this time I had to teach myself by watching instead of just feeling the strings. And it took a while to do it, but chording was difficult, so I started teaching myself a lot of open tunings, drop D tunings, A tunings, open G, a lot of stuff where I could do some one finger stuff up and down the neck and use a capo on some stuff. And anyway, so after I had done that, I got a little more comfortable with playing the guitar again, and most of the songs are in drop D on the CD, some are in A, so chording wasn't a factor with it. I was able to play with one finger, or cheat a little bit, so to say, on the guitar. That was the biggest struggle with the playing part of it. The other struggles with doing this CD was just the back and forth with stuff, because I would record guitar tracks here. I would send them, and Terry would record drum tracks in his place, and then we would have bass tracks cut and then redo stuff. I had a friend of mine, Braxton Henry, came in and did some guitar tracks over some of my guitar tracks, and it took about a year to record the CD, just because of problems with MS, the fatigue, not being able to have the money to go in a studio and record everything. Everything was recorded at my house, at Terry's house, and through computers, laptops, the whole 9 yards. It's all homegrown music. We did cut some vocal tracks in a friend's studio, but other than that, we did all the mixing, the mastering, the recording, everything ourselves. The CD has already been released. I've got one right here, as a matter of fact. I released the CD on March the 15th, and it had a lot of significance to me, because March 15th, 2006 is when I was diagnosed with MS. And so the timing worked out where we had everything together, and we shot for a March 15th release for the CD. So it's out and it's available now. You can grab the CDs on www.mudfarm.com, and just remember, Mudfarm is MUDDFARM. And as far as the documentary, we are still filming documentary stuff to this day. We've been filming for quite a while, and we're doing more stuff, some ideas. I can't let all the cats out of the bag, but I'm interviewing neurologists and a lot of other people that their lives have been affected by MS, and that's my main message with the documentary. Is I want to show people how I recorded the music, how I adapted to change with MS to get this stuff done, and I want others with MS to adapt, and whatever they're doing, painting, dancing, playing guitar, bass, whatever, music. I've just, over the years, had to adapt and find new ways to do old things. So that's my biggest deal with the documentary, is to show people how I did it, why I did it, and to push a positive side on MS. You hear a lot of the negative stuff about MS, and I've gone through a lot of negative stuff with MS, and I'm wanting to show the negative and the positive with this documentary, and hopefully push others to continue to fight with MS, to do stuff, keep reaching for your dreams. As for finding the band, we have a website, mudfarm.com, MUDDFARM.com. We're on Facebook, which is facebook.com/mudfarm. We're on Twitter, Reverb Nation, just about everywhere on the web that we could find a place to have a home. But it's all, Twitter /Mudfarm. Well, that might be Mudfarm Band. I need to check on that one. Reverb Nation is the same thing. You search Mudfarm in there. Facebook's a big one that we're on. And we've also got a street team on there, and all the street team, we're asking them to do is just share our statuses and help promote the band. And if you can just spread the word about Mud Farm and what I'm trying to do with this project to promote MS awareness, and that we can overcome, you know, some things with MS and keep reaching for our dreams. If anybody wants to contact me, they can hit me up at Chris Cox Rocks, ROX13@gmail.com, mudfarmofficial@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, all the places. And if it wasn't for shows like this, having the Heartland, you know, do pieces on things like my project, it wouldn't get out there. We need to support each other and keep pushing to have independent music brought to the public's attention, because all of this music is grassroots efforts. You know, it takes a village to get this music out there, and I really appreciate you guys standing behind us, and I hope this show does well and continues to grow. And please tell everybody about Mud Farm, and you guys keep watching this show, because this is what it's all about, is people helping each other out for stuff like this.
You can't control me, this is not the end of me. You can't control me, control me.
What's up, I'm Corey.
Hey, it's Chuck.
And I'm Mike. And this is Amos. You're watching
The Heartland Music Collective.
That was an inside look from Chris about his project Mud Farm. Now let's check out one of his songs. Here is Mud Farm with Ghost. That was Chris Cox with his song Ghost from his band Mud Farm. CDs are available right now, but the documentary is actually still in the works. Chris has a donation link up at chriscoxrocks.com. That is COXROX, to help him finish this project. Here's a sneak peek of the Mud Farm documentary.
My name is Chris Cox, and I have MS. Since I was a kid, I've always thought I was special, here for a purpose, to do something really big with my life. I've never been so wrong and so right all at the same time. For most of my life, I've been a struggling musician, working day jobs and playing music at night and every chance I could get. I've played for 10 people, and I've played for 10,000 people. I got to make a music video that was seen worldwide. I've shared the stage with some of the biggest bands in the world. I thought music was my way out into the world for that something huge. In 2006, I was diagnosed with MS and the music stopped. I had to learn to walk again. I had numb hands and feet, and I was in terrible pain every day. I was on a walker, on a cane, in and out of a wheelchair, and I was severely depressed. Music was the last thing on my mind. I eventually wanted to play again, and I had to teach myself to play guitar all over again with numb fingers. Now I've started a project that will show you how I continue to play music today with MS. It's about my life with MS. It's about how I wanted just to give up and die. It's about how I've picked myself back up and helped others with MS. It's about the ups and downs with MS. It shows you what my project is and what it will become. This is Project Mud Farm, a story about so much more than just music. Hey, this is Chris, and you've just watched a short synopsis about what Project Mud Farm is. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to get this thing finished and out to the Sundance Film Festival and several other film festivals across the U.S. This documentary is going to show people without MS what we go through every day, and even though we look fine, we don't always feel fine. And those of you with MS that even though we don't look fine, feel good all the time, we can still adapt and continue to chase our dreams and even set new goals. With this documentary, I'm going to try to help others with MS get the meds they need, keep moving forward, and adapt to life with MS until there is a cure one day. Now, I made the music CD when a lot of people didn't think I'd be able to. I made it with donations from 25 people and a lot of money out of my own pocket, and a lot of help from my friend Terry Murphy, who put countless hours into the project. Braxton Henry lended a hand on guitar tracks and bass tracks, as well as a few other friends. Now, I need a lot of help to secure the funds to finish this documentary, pay submission fees, travel, and find the right people to help push this film forward. Just looking at Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, I have thousands of friends and followers. You can help push this project forward by sharing this video most of all. You, and only you, are who I have in my corner, and that's all I need. If you can donate $1 or $2 towards the project and help me get the film out there, that's a huge bonus. I will get this done, and you can be a part of this project and show everyone out there that yes, a guy with MS that isn't a rock star did do this, and is showing others that they can keep moving. One guy with MS is sharing his life in hopes that others with MS don't give up. The CD is already available for purchase on mudfarm.com, and all of the proceeds go right back into the project. Please support Project Mud Farm however you can. Buy a CD, donate $1 or $2, share this page, or just tell someone about the guy that won't give up. And I promise you, I will not give up until this documentary is finished. I get it to Sundance, I get it to as many film festivals as I can, and I spread the word about MS, how it affects us, and what people think about MS may or may not necessarily be true. I'll see you guys at Sundance.
Roger, I called Chris and I talked to him today on the phone, and he said that he's interested in possibly doing some live shows in the future. So if you're in the Dallas, Texas area, get a hold of Chris. He's interested in any other musician that has MS or any musician interested in spreading MS awareness. Chris is also an author. His book, Stop Hugging Me, is available on his website, chriscoxrocks.com. Again, there you can find a donation link to help him finish the documentary, and you can also find all of Chris's work on there. You can find Mud Farm on a large online presence. It is chriscoxrocks.com, Chris Cox on Facebook, and Mud Farm on Facebook. Chris is just an awesome guy, and he has shown unwavering strength and resolve through this project. Please help him out as he helps others to understand and live with MS. Great cause, great guy, great project, and from all of us here at the Heartland Music Collective, Mud Farm rocks!
Hey, this is Blake Snow from Elmore. You've been watching the Heartland Music Collective with Roger Perez and Kel Phelps.
Thanks for sticking around. Heartland Music Collective, episode number 11. We just moving right along. I'm going to play a song by a friend of mine, Shane West. He just stepped on stage for the first time in 2010, playing with a band called Cherry Bomb. He played bass for about 3 months with them before joining up as lead vocalist with Metal Toys. After leaving Metal Toys, he joined a band called Strike Force, which gave him an opportunity to open up for some bands such as Kansas, Head East, April Wine. But he left them after a while for some creative differences. But before starting his own band, Sacred Edge, Shane went into Shotgun Studios and recorded a couple of solo songs. This song that I'm going to play for you is called Jill, and it's written after an old friend of his was killed in a car wreck. This is Shane West doing Jill.
Your perfume, I start to cry as I walk into your room. Oh, I was sad when you left that day. Part of me is gone since you went away. I always told you you had beautiful eyes. They look so sad when you started to cry. No one knows the pain that you went through. Such a wild life, but that was just being you. And on that day, heaven parted the sky. God said, Jill, you will never again cry. Take away any pain that she had. She's up in heaven and she will never be sad. She got a good one, Lord, now take care of her. Sometimes with pain there is no cure. Thinking of her as a tear falls from my eyes. Every time there's a rainbow in the sky, and the teardrop falls from an angel's eye, and I know she's looking down on us, looking down and smiling, taking care of us. Take away the pain that's deep inside. Give me an answer why she had to say goodbye. Show me a sign so I can believe she's alright in heaven and she is free tonight. Tonight. Show me a sign. Is she alright? Is she okay? Show me a sign, Lord, now show me the way. Come down and tell me that you're alright, 'cause I think about you every day and night. Is she alright? Is she okay? Show me a sign, Lord, now show me the way. It's been some time since you went away, and I can feel you as if you were here today. Take care of her, Lord, you have a sweet, lovely girl, and she's the most beautiful angel in the world. Tonight, tonight.
Okay, that was Shane West. I was actually lucky enough to be in the studio when the basic tracks of this song were cut. Shane later asked Josh Chapman from 10 Story to come in and do some leads on the song. Did a great job. He says that his new band, Sacred Edge, is getting booked really pretty solid, and they're also booking a little bit further north and a little further south. They've got a good stage show. They dress the part. They play long-haired 80s, 90s, and today's rock. They are starting to write some original songs. They actually have the songs written, but they're just now getting together and kind of working out all the little bits and pieces. Shane, I asked him if there was anything he wanted me to mention, and he said to only say that he is a hard worker. He puts everything into his music and expects the same out of his bandmates. Their main goal is to satisfy the crowd and give them more than what they thought they would get. And that's Shane West. And that wraps up another episode of Heartland Music Collective. I hope you've enjoyed this amazing journey with myself and my co-pilot, Kels. And we hope that you'll come back and see us next week.
Do it.
Do it.